Podcast.
Hey, sexy friend. He's making me his bitch. Maybe you want to get a piece of that. Pretty good. I want to talk about sexy teens.
I was getting erections.
It's a very creepy feeling. I can guarantee that underwear theft will come up again.
None of this is relevant.
Pokemon, Pokeballs.
750 milliliter bottle of rum.
Welcome to the Velocity Podcast, a study in monology. This is your grumpy Uncle Peter. He will say words at you.
So I don't normally make videos. I don't really like making videos, primarily because of this bit right here that, see, this all used to have hair. This is not what the video is about. I used to have a hairline that went like that, and then as you lose the hair, the skin gets really shiny, so I need like baby powder or a wig. I could wear a hat, but that's just lying to myself as much as you. Or I could do what I'm doing right now accidentally and keep that part out of frame. I don't normally make videos. I make podcasts, but this arrived today, and I know what this is. This is regret incarnate. This is mistakes in your life come to your house delivered by DHL. So this is a bottle of NukaRum. Now, I've received it really late, so really the controversy has already played out on the internet. So I'm getting to this after it's already happened, and I'm getting to it after it's happened because it just arrived. It just arrived because of several delays. But the whole story, Nuka is a brand from the Fallout video game universe. It's a video game I like. I don't really tend to buy these branded products very often, but I like rum, and I really liked the shape of the bottle they showed in the ad. So I thought, yeah, I'll get it. And I actually do really like specialty alcohol bottles. So I was buying it primarily for the bottle. I tried to buy some Godzilla whiskey that came out, but it sold out in 5 minutes. I've tried to buy some other stuff. A lot of times they sell out really fast. So I got on this one. They were really smart. They took the orders first, and then they made as much as they had ordered. Then problems with Bethesda started coming up. Bethesda is the company that makes Fallout, and they released a game called Fallout 76, which is all online. It seemed really buggy, and I was like, that's not very cool. But that doesn't really negatively impact me. But then this came out, and I thought, yeah, I'll still buy it. So I bought it, and the bottle cost $75 or $80. I paid in yen, so I'm not sure the exact price. Basically, it was about $70. A good bottle of rum is usually about $40. $50 would be almost excessive. Then, to have it shipped to Japan was another $50. So I paid $130 for this box and the contents therein. Then more things started happening. At the end of that process, I got to the end where they took me to a merchandise shop, and they actually had a t-shirt, a NukaRum t-shirt that I actually liked way better than the bottle of rum itself. So I actually wanted to cancel this and just get the t-shirt. And then I thought, well, I still want this, so maybe I could get a t-shirt for free. So I sent an email to silverscreenbottling.com, which is the company that I believe is responsible for designing and making these things. I saw the t-shirt, and I want the t-shirt. I would have bought the t-shirt, but now I'm paying for the rum. So maybe you could throw in a free t-shirt. That was the email. I actually didn't print that one out. The response I got from Judy at Silver Screen Bottling was, Nuka Dark Rum is sold separately. We promise it wasn't our intention to taunt you with the merchandise. Stay tuned to our website and social media pages for updates on merch availability. Cheers, Judy. Now, I wasn't satisfied with that because I didn't get my free t-shirt. So I wrote this email. If you listen to my podcast, Velocity Podcast, you've actually maybe already heard this, so you could skip 3 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take. You can skip a couple minutes ahead to when I finish. When I put down this paper, it's already, I probably could have read the whole thing in the time I did this explanation, so that was a waste of time. Thanks for your prompt reply, Judy. If I may, I'd like to tell you a story. You see, Judy, I drink. That is why I bought the rum. Sure, I'm a fan of video games and have a Peter Pan complex that I won't admit to. And I'm going through a midlife crisis. but buying this rum was just to cover the sad fact of my life. Judy, I have the ugliest chest known to humankind. I know it's a shocking thing to learn, but it's a reality I've dealt with my whole life. You are probably imagining a few wispy chest hairs, Judy, and while I suffer from that as well, chest hairs can be shaved, Judy. They can be shaved. Not all problems can be shorn away so easily. Imagine, if you will, Judy, the palest of white men. Now, whatever you're thinking, this is way worse. Not just someone who burns easily in the lightest of dewy morning sunshine, but as if one of my parents was a jellyfish, almost transparent and white at the same time. When I lie, you can literally see my heart speed up, the actual organ. Yet that in itself was not enough to drive me to bouts of responsible alcoholism with which to numb my personal pain. Sure, a stifling relationship with my father pushed me in that direction, but never having had a dog approach me didn't help. Judy, after our single email exchange, I feel we have a deep and intimate relationship, primarily because you are obligated to read this and remain polite in some way in order to collect your monthly or bi-monthly remuneration from Silver Screen Bottling, most likely a registered trademark. And for that, I feel you deserve every cent you receive. No one should be subjected to this, but fate has brought us together so we can forge into the future and create change. For I have yet to reveal the horrible truth, Judy. The horrible, horrible truth. If you choose to read no further, I understand. If you can't bring yourself to respond to this email, I understand. The world is full of hard truths not so easily turned away from. The fact is, Judy, not only do I have the curse of the ugliest chest in all of humankind, but I have never owned a shirt. You see, every time I approach a merchant of fine torso covering, they avert their eyes and will not serve me. Thus, rum has served to close my eyes to the hard reality that exists in the mirror every day, is forced upon me in every reflective surface. To the jeers I get in the streets of, hey, no shirt guy, ooh, get a shirt. I would, Judy. I would if I could. Now here we are, Judy. You are untouched by bias and have access to a medley of frame-covering tunics, while I shiver in the cold Nagoya, Japan night, 35.1814 degrees north, 136.9064 degrees east. The incredibly overpriced I have purchased will soften the cold night, sure, and demonstrates that I have poor decision-making skills, but a NukaRum branded shirt could solve these problems. Perhaps yours too, Judy, because the universe is mysterious and love is apparently the fifth element. I didn't really get that part of the movie. I leave this for your consideration. Have a great day, Judy. That I did not receive a response to, so I did not get my free t-shirt. Then Fallout 76 came out with a special edition, and the special edition said it would have a canvas bag. But when the people actually received the special edition, they didn't get a canvas bag, they got a very cheap nylon bag. And that made it clear that there were problems across the board. And I was beyond feeling buyer's regret. I actually wanted to cancel my order. Then there were actually issues within the actual game, Fallout 76. So I sent an email to forwhiskeylovers.com, which is the website that is actually handling the internet distribution for Silver Screen Bottling, which is making NukaRum for Bethesda. A lot of people are saying Bethesda has nothing to do with this. Silver Screen Bottling probably licensed it and then made the bottle and stuff, so it's all on them. But I kind of blame everybody at this point. Because I didn't get a free t-shirt, you can still fix this. So I sent an email saying I would like to cancel my order, so I wouldn't have to spend $130 on a bottle of rum I didn't want. Then I got an automated email that said I would get a response within 24 hours, and then I didn't get a response. So a week later, I sent another email saying I haven't received the 24-hour response to my initial email, to which I never received a response. But then I started getting updates on the NukaRum. One of them started out with, boom, where's my stuff? This came from forwhiskeylovers.com. By this time, you must be wondering where the hell is the Nuka Dark Rum I ordered so long ago, and so I wanted to update you on what is going on. Let me please begin by telling you that, as frustrated and exasperated as you undoubtedly are, this has been one of the most difficult and frustrating experiences that I've dealt with since starting For Whiskey Lovers. For the last 10 plus years, I have built this company on excellent customer service, timely shipments of orders, and transparent and forthright communication with my customers. That's not true. I sent an email saying I didn't want this anymore, wanted to cancel my order, and didn't get a response. So 2 of the things he just said didn't happen. And in regard to your order for this product, we have failed miserably in each of these areas. That I can agree with. Without boring you with all the bloody and mind-numbing details, I will tell you that for the last 6 weeks, the Silver Screen folks and our fulfillment partners have been dealing with is without question the most incompetent and feckless distribution and trucking companies that I have ever dealt with. Each order we have placed with them has been delivered incorrect. So what they're saying is that it's late because the company they hired isn't delivering the product on time. So we ordered 10 cases of product, they deliver 3. We order 15 cases of product, they deliver 2. We order 20 cases of product, they deliver 12 cases of the wrong product, after 2 weeks of nothing showing up. If this wasn't impacting my customers and my business and reputation wasn't being damaged by all of this, to watch this unfold would be hysterical. I disagree. But 10 years of excellent customer service, again, I disagree with that part, is being destroyed. And I am furious. As are the folks at Silver Screen Bottling, who didn't give me a free t-shirt when they had the opportunity. The people behind the brand, they have been incredible to work with and are doing everything they can to get these morons to deliver the product. But if you know anything about the 3-tier system in the United States, I don't want to know about it, then you know that the second tier, the distribution channel, is essentially controlled by the big, fat, dumb companies who couldn't care less unless you are Diageo, Bacardi, or Brown-Forman. And even with the large companies, they essentially couldn't give a damn. So I want to apologize to you from the bottom of my heart, assure you that we are doing everything we can to get your order out to you. Please know that we are doing everything within our power to make this right. And once again, please accept my sincerest apologies for this delay in getting this order out to you. The order I had canceled about 2-3 weeks previous to receiving this email. Then we get another email saying that because of the season, because it's basically Christmas time, you're still going to get it late. So by that time, people in America started getting their bottles of rum. And it came out that the bottle wasn't made of glass, it's made of plastic. So I know that contained in this box is a plastic bottle that I do not want of a product I tried to cancel, and I still didn't get a free t-shirt, which you could still fix. Just saying. So really, this is an unboxing video. But this is unboxing disappointment. Because I know it's already not what I want. Now you can find videos on the internet where the people who made this are saying that the glass bottle is actually cheaper than the plastic bottle that they have laser printed. But the thing is, if you know anything about people who collect things, specifically alcohol, they don't want plastic bottles, they want glass bottles they can put on display. And that would have been easy to figure out just by talking to those people. So if that was cheaper, it would have been the more sensible option. So let's open this up. It's my day off, and I'm going to ruin it right now. So there's bubble wrap, and then here's... Oh, and they packed it upside down. Oh, you sons of bitches. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. I guess that's just the final touch of glory of this, that they put it in upside down. So here is my big fat bottle of NukaRum. Conceptually, it's a great idea. The rocket ship shape is what I wanted. It feels incredibly cheap. The seam is already almost broken. So what this actually is a plastic shell they've printed, and they actually have a bottle inside. But on my bottle here, the seam isn't actually flush. So for me, as someone who paid an incredible amount of money for a product, this is the kind of thing that I would consider unacceptable. And more so than that, if this was glass, you know that there wouldn't be a seam at all. Oh, I'm pushing it right now. It even feels gross. Let's get the plastic off the top. And here's a secondary problem, is that because this is plastic, if I scrape my knife up inside, it means I'm actually going to scratch the plastic itself. So I have to be extra careful not to scratch the plastic while getting the plastic off the plastic. So in here, I actually saw the video. Oh, for fuck's sake. I actually saw the video online where they show the bottle inside. And I actually thought the bottle inside looked kind of cool. So there you are. It is conceptually what I paid for. But the thing is, in the pictures, this seems like dark, smoky glass. And that, as someone who is paying for a collector's item, that's what I actually want. The cap pops off, and then you can smell the rum inside. It smells really fruity, and that is actually a secondary disappointment because my friend has already told me that he read a review where they called it aggressively coconutty. And if you take something like rum and you spice it up with a ton of sugary flavor, now this rum is already refined sugar, so to change the flavor to something else means the rum you've made is not very good. Now, because I know that there's a bottle inside here, I actually really have the instinct to try to crack this open and look at the bottle inside. Because if I remember correctly, I actually like that bottle better. But since I've paid so much money for this, I'm planning on just keeping it like it is and putting it on display and just letting it get dusty and then getting annoyed and throwing it away 3-4 years later. But it's time to have a cocktail. But the final part of this is to actually have a taste of the rum itself. Oh, god damn. There's so much to complain about. So, because the lip is so big, it's going to drip over the edge. That's not as bad. But, I mean, now, as a mindset, my frame of reference in my brain is so negative that I can't see anything that's even a little forgivable and actually forgive it. So, there's the rum itself. It's a nice color. That's a dark rum. It does smell really, really fruity. Which again, on a different day, I might think was good, but yeah, that's cheap. That's not good. As far as rum goes, it's mediocre at best. I'm so sad now. Bethesda, silver screen bottling, for whiskey lovers. A t-shirt would make this all better. I think what you need to do is take that really cool looking t-shirt from Silver Screen Bottling and send one as a gift to everyone who bought a bottle of Nuka Dark Rum. And I bet you get a lot of forgiveness for that, because that is you saying, we messed up. And an email sorry isn't particularly impactful, but a t-shirt sorry would make a big difference and go a really long way. So if you have any questions or comments, you can email me at velocipodcast@gmail.com. If you enjoyed this content and the sort of complaining nature of it, or if you like the idea that I'm just being critical of things, or if you just like hearing my dulcet tones, you are welcome to try Velocipodcast. You can get it on Apple, Stitcher. I mean, it's everywhere. So if you search for Velocipodcast, you find that. So the only thing left to say is, to failure and disappointment, subscribe to Velocipodcast.
Velocipodcast.
Hey, sexy friend. He's making me his bitch.
Thank you for listening. If you have questions or comments, you can tweet at VelociPeter or email velocipodcast@gmail.com. You can find the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, Acast, or go to velocipeter.com/podcast.
That's way more alcohol-y than it should. Nah, that's no good. Damn. It's got this big fucking sticker on the back. I want to take that off. It would look so much better without that sticker. Everything is wrong. Everything they've done. The sticker is on. It's got a lump in it. Come on. I'm going to have to try to pull that off. The other sticker on the back isn't lined up right.